Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Developers 2.0. So today we will going to see the features of Java that are introduced post Java 8. So within this session we're going to see some of the features like switch expiration, where field classes, record classes, then text block and the string template. So these are the list of topics that we're going to see in this video. If you want to read about this topic, even you can refer to my Medium blog, which I have written. I'll post the link in the description box. So go, please get it from the description box itself. And this video is in continuation for the telescope contest. So as a day 8, we have learned this topic like switch expression, where cell class, record class, text box, string template. So these are the features of Java, and switch expression is something we all know that switch case is there within any of the programming language, like either it could be C, it could be C++, it could be Python. We all have seen that we have switch statement, like switch cases are there. We have multiple cases, we write switch over there, and for each of the cases we define, okay, we're going to do this operation or we're going to perform this business logic depending on the case that has been matched to my case which I have provided. And at the end, we do have a default case in order to do an operation like the defaulted operation that we want to do, even though neither of the cases is been matched. So that's the same thing as an we have seen like, okay, switch cases are there. The basic difference between the switch case and the switch expression is this, like within switch case, we do write the break statement. Like once our case operation has been performed, we do write break. Otherwise, it will go in the flow. So in order to avoid any ambiguity or any unexpected output, we do write the break statement. And it's a compulsion, like writing a break statement in the switch cases. But within switch expression, it's not required to write break statement. Instead, uh, suppose here is an example like int d is equal to 1, and we have written like switch expression over here. The day type is my switch of day, where I'm passing day, like day is been passed under my switch. And here I'm matching the cases like, okay, if case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is then I'll put day type as a weekday. And if my day is 6 and 7, I'll put my day type as a weekend. And if none of the above has been matched, so I'll throw an illegal argument exception that is invalidate. Okay, and at the end, I just printed the day type. So as a result of this, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to give, as a result of this expression, I'm going to get the day type as weekday because I had passed day as 1. So here, switch statement will look for the 1. Okay, here is the case, like which do have 1 as a day, 1 as a case, and I do match with the 1. So I'll put day type as a weekday. So this is a switch expression, which is a newest feature, which is there in Java. And this feature was introduced in Java 14. And the reason why, the reason to have switch expression instead of switch cases is to eliminate the need of repetitive break statement that we do write in the switch cases. Now let's have a look on where. So in Java, we all have seen that, okay, if we are creating some object or if we are creating some variable, initializing some variable, so we need to give some data type. Okay, if I'm creating variable of name, then I am supposed to give the data type as string, because we all know that the data type of name would going to be a string. But after once the where keyword is introduced in Java, post Java 10, this allows the compiler to infer the type of variable based on the initializer. Like it will going to infer the thing. Okay, if my initialization value is string, so I'll make this variable as a string. If the value that I'm putting to this variable is integer, then I'll infer the thing and I'll make this variable as a integer. So it reduces the boilerplate code and improves the readability. And even especially it is more beneficiary for the new comer to the Java world. And even it reduces the headache of our developer. Like we don't need to make sure that, okay, this variable should be this, because we need to ensure that this variable will going to store this value in future as well. So that's the reason we use where keyword. Now coming to the sealed classes. Sealed classes is introduced in Java 15 and provide a way to restrict the subclasses that can extend or implement a class on the class or the interface. Because if we create some interface, suppose we have created some interface shape and we want to inherit the shape interface in the class circle, in the class rectangle, in the class triangle, and in the class square. But I want to restrict myself as an interface. I want to restrict myself that square don't inherit me. So in that case, I can use sealed class interface in order to make restriction. So sealed interface provide restriction to the classes that only these classes are eligible to inherit me or implement me. And these sealed classes features is been enabled or introduced by Java 15. Then we have record classes. Record classes introduced in the Java 14, and it's a concise way to declare the classes that are primarily used for the storing data. Suppose if I'm creating some person class, and for the person class, I had two variable, like, okay, two attributes are there for the person class, like name and ages, or name and age, two attributes are there. So in order to assign this name or age, I'm going to need getter and setter. I'm going to need constructor. So this boilerplate code are been reduced or are been excluded with the help of record class. And suppose if I want to compare two persons, suppose I have person one and person two, and both name I had initialized with John or the age is 30, then in that case, if I'll compare the both the object, then I'll going to get uh, output as a false, because we all know that within Java, object comparison happens between the hash code level. So the hash code for object one and the object two will be different. That's the reason we're going to get output as a false. But if you want to make sure that the output is true, so in that case, we need to override some of the classes that are there. So the classes are hash code and the equals. Sorry. So the methods are that we need to override is hash code and the equals. And then we are able to make compare two person with the same name and the same age, then we're going to get the output as a true, or the resultant output will be the true in that case. So that all functionality has been like for the boilerplate code, we need to write multiple lines of code. And so in order to avoid that boilerplate code, we have record functionality. So record class functionality is a way to concise the declare classes that are primarily used to store the data. Because within person, we aren't doing any operation. The operation is been performed in the class or in another method. Okay. So in order to avoid the extra line of code, we can use record in that case. And then let's have a look to text block. Suppose we have to write some syntactical or a semantic string. In that case, what we are supposed to do? Suppose I want to display string in this format only, like HTML, then body, welcome to my website, feel free to explore and all. So I don't want the output as in the single line. I want output in the same way that I have printed. So in that case, how I can how I could get the output what I have given to as an input. So in that case, I can use text block. Text block is something if a string is been written in triple double quotes. So that string is been treated as text block. Okay. Now coming to the string template. String template is something, suppose if I want to print something, as in my name is S and I am 30-year-old. Suppose my name is John and I'm 30-year-old. So in that case, I want the order should be like this only. Like my name is John and I am 30-year-old. So I can use string formatter over there and I can get the output as I was expecting. So these are the functionalities that has been introduced in the latest Java. And this all functionality is more and less been introduced by Java 10, Java 12, Java 14, Java 11 and all. So hope you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Do like this video and do comment out if you have certain topic that needs to be discussed. So thanks for watching this video.